So you're probably wondering right now, what is the best certification for you to be a successful online personal trainer? And it's a very legitimate question right now. And that's exactly what we're going to cover in this episode. So number one, you know what it is that you need to do about certifications, but two, you really know what it is that you need to do to become a successful personal trainer as well. And there's one reason why I'm standing next to this handsome dude and why we just suddenly realized we should wear the same kind of t-shirts at the same time is because this guy has talked to over 1,000 personal trainers in just the last year. And also he's coached himself, how many?
15,200, but who's counting?
Yeah, exactly. Who's counting? 15,200 clients by actually being an online personal trainer as well. So if there's anyone that's seen both sides of it very, very well, of both being an online personal trainer and then helping online personal trainers and really knowing what are the problems you're probably having, it's probably Josh right now as well. So Josh, when it comes to, well, let's be perfectly honest, what are the biggest questions that are coming up with FitPros right now about certifications?
Yeah, do I need it? Which one? Do I need to do it if I'm doing online or face-to-face? They're all variations of the same question of, hey, what is this whole certification thing about? Does it actually provide value, or is it just another piece of paper that I have to spend a lot of time and money to get?
Yeah, okay, so I think this is where we delineate two problems that you might be having right now, or two things that we have to solve, to be perfectly honest. One is going to be, well, what's the certification of you being a technically skilled online personal trainer, right? So for this guy, he's really good at tricep kickback. So he's like, I want to learn the latest tricep kickback. Anyway, whatever, but it's learning the actual technical skills to be able to do it. So whether it's the training, periodization, program design, nutrition, mindset, like there's tons of things that you need to do to be able to actually get your clients the results. So one thing is, number one, do you know how to get your clients the results? And also, if there's a little bit of a caveat right now, I think you, Josh, and myself, we all know that there's plenty of Instagram influencers out there, do you know what I mean, with zero certifications, but you're probably like, these people are killing it right now and making heaps of money. And this is where it comes to the second problem we have to talk about, the second thing we have to solve. And that's going to be, well, what is it that you need to know to become a successful personal trainer? I've got a little dirty secret that I want to share with you right now. And that is going to be that the highest paid personal trainers aren't necessarily the most certified personal trainers. And this is a really big difference that you need to understand right now. Yes, I 100%, with my own personal trainer, I became a personal trainer when I was 18 years old. Okay, and I literally traveled the world doing personal training certifications, doing private seminars, doing workshops, doing internships with the best coaches around the world. And my forte was being a physique coach. I want to help people get in shape to step on stage, in front of a movie, in front of a camera for a photo shoot, that kind of stuff. And I thought I became really bloody good at it. But it didn't mean I was running a great business. And this is where it really came to a problem, was I was literally spending every last cent that I had, traveling around the world, doing the certifications, learning from the best, and I was getting really good. But that doesn't mean that clients are coming to you begging to work with you being able to charge a premium, and let's be perfectly honest, building a business that you can actually start to step away from so that it works without you doing all the heavy lifting. Because maybe, like me, I had a full book of clients, I was charging a premium as well. I was charging up to $250 an hour for a personal training session. And I trained people from world champion fitness models to Arab sheikhs, politicians, CEOs, mums and dads. I had the plethora of them as well. I even had a Ultimate Fighter as well. So it went from literally the full spectrum. But I still finished each and every day with my eyes feeling like they were bleeding because I was waking up at 4:30 a.m. to see 6 a.m. clients, and it was good. And I think this is the other problem we have to talk about right now. And that is a case of, yes, you can have all the certifications, do you mean, up to the eyeballs. But the problem is as well, are you building a business that actually gives you what you want? So just take the certification just away that question for the moment. And is, what's the goal? Is your goal to earn great money, to give you the lifestyle you want, to impact people doing the work that you love, and making sure that you live a life that you really want as well? If that is your goal, then you've got to think about, well, it's not just the certifications that you need. You need to learn how to actually build the business. Because I dare say this as well, and this comes in, and you're going to have to jump in after this because you've talked with so many FitPros recently, and that's really going to be a case of, are you doing what you need to do to build that success, to build that business at the end of the day? Or is learning the latest bicep curl the thing that you need? That's a difference. So on one hand, yes, you need to be able to be skilled to get your clients really good results as well. But secondly, and this is what's really, really important, is you need to be able to know how to actually build the business, because you're not just a personal trainer. I'm not going to put that label just alone on you. I think you're an entrepreneur. If you're actually wanting to build a business that gives you the money, gives you the impact, gives you the lifestyle, those things that we talk about, I think you should label yourself as an entrepreneur first, and you're building a fitness business, not you being a coach trying to build a business. I think it's the other way around. What do you think?
Yeah, also go back about 15 seconds and hear that for a third time, because this might be news to the coaches out there, because it was news to me. After I got my bachelor's degree in exercise science and athletic coaching or whatever, I got 2 personal training certifications, went to certain events. I did a lot of the same things you did. I thought more information, more knowledge is what I needed, more education. Then I realized, well, now I'm in the same position I was in before. I don't have any clients, I don't have any money, and then I started to get clients and I got some money, but then I lost my time and freedom and lifestyle along the way. So I felt like I was given a little bit of a false truth or a false path, because the things that I was promised that I would get when I would spend that time, energy, and money getting those certifications, it didn't give me what I thought it would, and I wasn't receiving what I was told I would get. And so there's really a couple aspects here that I try to encourage coaches to put their time and energy into, which are really skills and systems. So skills are really your capacity to do things and really your potential. So a couple examples. Can you write? Can you speak? Can you sell? If you can do those 3 things, first of all, I've just basically guaranteed you will never go hungry again. Yep. Because if you can write, that means you can make posts on social media that'll convert people to actually join your program. That means you can make advertisements that drive traffic to your coaching business. You can gain awareness. So you actually have people understanding who you are and what you do. Because no matter how many letters you have after your last name, if no one knows you exist, literally all of your knowledge and information and even energy and intention and desire to help people does not matter at all. And I know this is kind of sobering and maybe even hard to hear, but someone has to say this, because I'm tired of hearing coaches getting screwed thinking that this traditional path is the saving grace to everything, and it's just not. So ultimately, skills. Can you write? Can you speak? Can you sell? We have all kinds of YouTube videos on this channel where we deep dive. We did a video, I think, how to sell 5 1,800 online fitness coaching packages every single week. Would you like to do that? Did you do the math on that?
Yeah.
That's $9,000 times 4 weeks in a month, I think, and this is a lot of math for me, Chris, right now. I think that's $36K worth of coaching, and I'm convinced even if it's not the math, it's close to that. So skills. What are your actual capacities? None of the certifications or traditional education system will give you that. And then what are the systems? What we call duplicatable and replicatable pathways within marketing, sales, delivery of coaching, technology, and advertising that allow you to create a result within the business. So if you have skills and systems, I would put your time and energy on learning those things versus just learning more about anatomy or the difference between 60% of a 1-rep max and 65% of a 1-rep max.
Yeah, I think what it really comes down to this as well is if you're just starting out right now or you're wanting to get started, you're like, oh, what's the best certification? Chris and Josh, what do I do? It's like, I think it's actually the bare minimum, because it's enough for you to be able to make sure that you can get insured to do what it is that you need to be able to do. But if I could be perfectly honest, this is a real gray area, especially when it comes to online coaching right now. So I think it's the bare minimum so that you can actually start getting clients, so that you can actually start getting the experience needed, so that you can continue on getting more skills, and then you're going to be able to continue on. So it really comes into bare minimum to get started, learning the actual skills so that you can acquire clients and then be able to get those clients results as well. Because I've seen for far too long, highly skilled personal trainers and fitness professionals have to quit personal training because they couldn't actually have the business put together as well. I saw this from when I very first started at 18 years old, and it crushed me because I saw the people with the best certifications, with the university degrees, and they had to quit to go get a 9-to-5 job. I don't want that for you. I want you to avoid that complete problem. And I want you to know that it's simply going to be about, do you actually have the skills that we've been talking about so that you can get to the end result that you really want also? Because yes, we can have a library and a list below of the different certifications that you can go and get to get started. But that's not the entire story. And that's where I think a lot of fitness professionals go really wrong, because if you understand what we've just put down right now, you can get started. If you just need permission to be able to get started and take that next step, there you go. I want to give you permission to get started right now. And I highly believe that even you putting the effort in, sticking with us, these two ugly guys, long enough into this video so far, that you've probably got enough of the capacity to be able to get rolling and get moving as well. And that's why we say, I want you to see behind the scenes of what the other fitness professionals are doing as well. We just recorded another training to show you the behind the scenes of 4 fitness professionals for how they are growing 6-figure plus businesses. Because did we talk about which certification they had to grow those businesses?
Not once.
Not once. Never came up whatsoever. And that's why we wanted to share this with you today, because I want you to see that there is just more, a lot more, to be perfectly honest, than just what that right certification is as well. So if you want to be able to watch the free training that we just did, the behind the scenes for the 4 coaches, I'll pop a link below for you to be able to get that. If you've enjoyed this episode, then I'd love you to subscribe so you never miss another. And really importantly, comment below. If you have any questions when it comes to this, any questions when it comes to building your business, ask them below. We're going to come in, we're going to answer them, we're going to make sure that the future episodes are going to go deep diving into those answers as well. So as always, thank you so much for being here, and we'll see you in the next episode.